But do you think part of that's down to, I mean, we certainly discussed this many times in the past, whether it be down the pub or in conversations I've had with people. I think pre-Oracle, the power had always been with being the lead architect or the architect. You know, that was where all the skills were as a smaller company.
Yeah.
When there was then the transition to being Oracle, it was actually the project managers who then had all the power, because of course Oracle runs on very different rules and regulations. And actually, you know, having a great project is not necessarily successful within the Oracle world because it's got to be profitable. It has to do all of those things. I think SPL, we were very different in terms of the sort of genesis of what we were trying to do. We were trying to achieve a successful project. Oracle made us realize that a successful project is only one part of it. If it's not financially successful, then it's something else. So I think there was a transition of sort of power and attitude. But in your experience, would you take a good lead architect and move them to becoming a good project manager, or would you take someone who's a project manager without experience and get them to become that good person? You know, what would be your ideal way of doing things?
The ideal is that, as I said, the problem with the lead architect or a code cutter or whatever who wants to be a PM, they have to understand that they're going to lose their power base, which is their technical knowledge. And if they accept that, then you can move them on, and you can start to do. I used to do things like, let's just see how serious and committed you are. I'd hit them in the chest with simply brilliant, and you can negotiate anything, and say, here, go away and read these 2 books. Bring them back to me when you're finished. So 2 weeks later, you'd say, how's those books going? Oh, yeah. I'm working on it. 6 weeks later, did you finish those 2 books yet? No, I haven't. Give them back to me, because you're not serious about it, right? I would, if I had the choice between a really good lead architect and a beginner project manager, I'd take the beginner project manager and skill him up, because he's already made the decision and made the transition. And if he's someone who's the only issue with that is if he's someone who's just come out of university and he knows everything there is to know about running projects, you kind of go, now listen, mate, everything that you learned at university, forget it, because it ain't.
This is reality.
Yeah, reality is a whole different world, and that's part of what you have to deal with.